Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Kenyans are living in very interesting times. We are at a time where the issue of integrity in leadership is not a consideration at all. Even 1 month has not elapsed. William Ruto has been telling Kenyans that the housing levy was not a tax, but just a contribution. For those who can still remember, during a live televised interview at State House, William Ruto made it very clear and he insisted that the 3% housing levy was not a tax but just a contribution. And when he was pushed to explain on how the 3% was not tax, rather a tax, he could not explain. But still, Kenyans allowed him and he walked away with that. Today, it has been confirmed that the 3%, now 1.5%, is not a contribution, but a tax. And we are also being told that maybe if you contribute and it reaches a point, you want to withdraw your funds, then you are allowed to withdraw your funds. That is no longer there. So if you look at the finance bill, very many things that William Ruto was telling Kenyans that this will happen this way, this will happen this way, have all come out as lies. So Ruto deliberately lied to Kenyans in broad daylight, and Kenyans were cheering him up as he lied to them. I want us to dig deep into this story for Kenyans to understand exactly what is happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. It's clear Kenyans are cheering up William Ruto as he lies to them. From the kind of voting in parliament we saw today, the 3%, now 1.5%, is not about hustlers getting houses or getting jobs. That's just a new tax bracket Ruto's government has introduced. It's just another tax bracket introduced. It's not about hustlers or the unemployed youths getting jobs. It's just a normal tax that has been introduced. Kenyans should understand that very, very well. And then secondly, Ruto's reign is teaching Kenyans a lot. It's only that some Kenyans don't learn from the past. A lying leader will always lie. A leader who falls short of integrity, irrespective of his or her position, he will never pass that test on leadership and integrity. In 2013, Ruto and Uhuru formed a government. Ruto showed his claws at that time when he only appointed Kalenjins into the cabinet slots he was given. And he found a way of convincing Kenyans that he was not the president then. And Kenyans allowed him to walk away with that. As the president, see the kind of appointments Ruto is making. Just look at the promises he made to Kenyans just 7 months ago and what his government is doing. He has taken a totally different path from the one he promised Kenyans. In fact, almost the promises he made, he has not delivered. he has not fulfilled them. But interestingly, he's making new promises to Kenyans, and Kenyans are cheering him up. Who bewitched Kenyans, ladies and gentlemen? I really don't understand why William Ruto is lying and not even bothered at all for his lies. A person who just the other time was saying in broad daylight, very firmly, that this is not a tax. It has now turned that it's actually a tax. That housing thing levy is now a tax. Just look at that, ladies and gentlemen. So it's actually true that Kenyans should not trust William Ruto because most of his remarks or sentiments, they are always coming out as lies. And that puts William Ruto's integrity on the spot. Is Ruto fit holding a public office? Does he pass that test on leadership and integrity? Chapter 6 of our Constitution. The answer is a very big no. William Ruto does not pass that test. And that's a fact, ladies and gentlemen. So Kenyans should and must know they are being ruled. eh, Leaders without integrity are actually at the helm of leadership in this country. And there is nothing that can come out of that government. That's the reality, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm saying that based also on the individuals who have been appointed to various government positions. Very corrupt individuals, individuals who some had even been accused of murder. Those are the individuals being given jobs in this government. In fact, the dirtier you are, your chances are very high you will get a job in William Ruto's government. And that's something we are seeing in this government. Look, for example, at the former director of public prosecution, Nudin Haji. He was compromised to drop cases when he was the director of public prosecution. That's the person being given the top job, NIS director. Where is the country heading to, ladies and gentlemen? All those are signs that this is a failing government, and the earlier Kenyans realize that, the better. Kenyans should not allow themselves to be actually pushed to the wall, to be ruled by a criminal government. And Kenyans can stop that. They have a lot of power. The Constitution gives Kenyans the right to picket, the right to demonstrate, the right to protest. All those are rights given to Kenyans in the Constitution. And if only Kenyans can know that power they hold in their hands, they can stop this madness we are seeing in this government, where a government can lie, and in less than even 1 week, it does not care that yesterday the government was saying this. I think this is bad, ladies and gentlemen. As I conclude, the mere fact that the bill was passed today in Parliament confirms that Kenyans are on their own. The elected leaders, instead of representing the interest of the people, they are representing the interests of the executive. In this case, William Samoei Ruto. So Kenyans are on their own. These so-called leaders saying they must work with the government for development, they are working with the government for their own personal gains, not for the people. And I'm saying that because some leaders who joined Ruto recently, saying they joined him for development, they were the first leaders who passed the Finance Bill 2023. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to support our channel, I've pinned my number on the comment section. contact me through the number. And to those sending their contributions, for Nudin, we are almost closing the whole exercise. Channel your contributions to the number below. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Let's meet in our next analysis.